My name is Aude. I am 32 years old. I'm coming from Brussels. I live there, but my mom and my dad and my mother are coming from Bujumbura and Kigali, Rwanda and Burundi. So I'm a mix of them, and I grew up in Brussels. I am an entrepreneur. I am a midwife, and I create an entreprise where I do prenatal classes here in Rwanda. I do consultation at Iranzi. It's a home birth. It's a home center where I do consultations. But for prenatal classes, I'm going to the parents' place. It's always about education, so it's never like I'm doing medical acts. I knew that I wanted to work in the healthcare for sure, but I didn't know how it went. But like the courses came in my life, and then I decided to do it. It's something that I love to do. I love to see how parents come from the first trimester, and then you see the all evolutions, and then for the baby to come, and then to see how the bond between parents and babies, and the relation, and to see how the love between all of them. So it's something that I love to do, and I'm very, very happy to do it. And then I found myself doing that, and I've been working as a midwife for now 7 years. And then for me, it was more to, I don't know, I didn't want our future, our generations, to give birth as the way our parents give birth like 30 years ago, which is still the case in some like village, and then in some countries in Africa. Mothers were not prepared at all for the birth, which leads for more C-section and more complications. And they were really not prepared, not accompanied in the labor. No one was showing them how to breastfeed, how to take care of a baby. And since, for example, is the first baby, everything is changing all the time. But in the healthcare and in the like maternity care and baby's care, was still the same. And that I was not happy with that. So for me to be an entrepreneur, it came because no one was giving me the space. No one was believing in what I was doing. No one was understanding. So that's how it starts. It will be a year, in 2 weeks, it will be a year that I started. My goals in the short term will be able to have more mummies, and then especially have more mummies who are really in the middle class, maybe in average classes. I would like to have my own place, and then be able to hire midwives, and to like us to work as a team, and to be understandable, because like our generations coming, they're more fearless, they want to know things. So for us, we have to be the model, I think. And also something that I want to do, it's like put our work in a spotlight, because we still, especially in Africa, we don't have we don't have the standing that we should have. We are a real entities as a healthcare. You know, midwives were not a lot here in Rwanda. I think that's like in general by year, maybe 50 or 100 of midwives graduate by year. And then when you see the continent, like when you see the countries, it's kind of big. I'm not someone who's very patient, but I'm learning to be patient I'm learning to manage, especially money. I'm learning how to be understandable in which way, like I am in the work. Okay, when I have with my passion, of course I have to be understandable and understand where they're coming from and what they're saying, and how to speak for them to understand, and also how to learn how to deal, to pay your taxes, your finance. I'm learning everything about the entrepreneur. I knew it was hard, but it's still not hard for me for the moment, but I know it's gonna be hard. Like for me, what I'm facing, it's like the ups and downs, you know, and also to be a black woman entrepreneur, you have to prove more that a black man or that a white woman or a white man. And then it's like that I always have to fight more than everyone else, because I need to sell a speech, and then people have to understand. But it's kind of different here in Rwanda, because there is a lot of black women who's coming and who I see and then who I work with, who are doing like good things. But like really for me, the thing that I'm facing is more the ups and downs. As a midwife, you always have to give your own heart. Okay, so you give yourself a lot sometimes, which when it's done, you need also to recover from that, you know. And as an entrepreneur, you need to work all the time, which that sometimes like when you go off at your home, you're like exhausted, because you've been working, you've been giving yourself your energy, and then sometimes it's find times. That's the issue. I think that's the guilty. It's to find times for yourself without you not feeling guilty, to find your own time for yourself. What I love to be an entrepreneur, working as a midwife now and as an entrepreneur, I met a lot of people. I can see that I can feed in everything that I want. You know, I've been talking on the radio about midwives and about our roles and giving advices. I do prenatal classes. I help like people who cannot afford that. Able to schedule my time, able to see other things that I can do, not only stay in the line that everyone tells me to be. And this is making me so happy and so proud. So I love about that, to be an entrepreneur. I am a Pan-Africanist woman, you know. I think that for me, I wanted to go back home. Home is Africa. Home is not a country, you know. I don't think myself as, oh, I'm Rwandese or oh, I'm Burundian. My two parents, I'm coming from two countries with the same values and the same culture, but I'm seeing myself as an African woman, which thinks that I'm comfortable everywhere in Africa. And I want to empower us, you know, like we're legit, we're fearless, we're smart, and we need to go back home, you know, to build our continent. In French, they say, ma pierre à l'édifice. To do that for us. Of course, we need like some funds, and we need some people, investors who coming to help us. But the idea, it's working for us, for our own culture, for our own people. You need to be bold. That's it. I had like this dream in my head. Like I keep seeing this. So when you have a vision, when you know what you want, I think you should go. It's like you believe in God, but for me, it's like it's God talking to me. It's like, girl, stand up and go. So yeah, you have to be bold. This is the only advice. Be bold. Especially as an African woman entrepreneur. Nobody should stop you or tell you not to do that. We need to be bold, yeah. Doing like prenatal classes, people have to understand everything when I'm talking to. So what is a placenta, what is the umbilical cord? So I needed like illustrations material for me to be able to teach them. So you have the pelvis here, you have like kind of the vagina a little bit, you have the amniotic sac with the baby inside and with the placenta also. And I wanted to show also the evolutions of the cervix. For example, this is a cervix open to one finger, which is the beginning of the labor. And then this one is already at 10 centimeters. So when the cervix is open and this 10 centimeters is the 10 centimeters of dilatation, which means that now the mommy can give birth. Sometimes they call me, they're like, I didn't feel her moving or I didn't feel her moving. Can you please come and check? So usually I go with this and I listen to the heart. Yeah, and then you put some gel here and then this is the basic one. It's just to give you the heart. When they see all of it and when I'm explaining them and they touch it, they understand more and they understand what is the labor. Okay, and then for them to visualize a little bit. Because the thing was, the prenatal classes is more about the education. It's educate, give information as possible as you can so people can manage more. If I give you a news now, and I give you a news 3 months ago, the way that you're gonna manage and the way that you're gonna react is gonna be different. So you have to be prepared as much as you can before going to the labor. When a mommy come and tell me, oh, thank you for that. Thank you for showing me how to breastfeed. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for understanding me. Then I think that this is my biggest happiness. I'm really happy. When I'm done with the work and what they wish for the birthday happening, without any problems. So I think that that's one of my things that I'm like, oh, I'm doing the good thing.